And we're live. Hey guys, welcome to Crypto Talk Now live with Max and Larry. The Max and Larry show is back and better than ever. So grateful that you guys are here to join us. If you don't believe me, I actually have a rock that says gratitude on it. And Patches is here. He's got his back to the camera. He's just nestling up, sleeping here. Before we get started, saying hello to the beautiful audience. Max, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing well. Looking forward to doing some recorded videos later tonight. I meant to get some out yesterday, but I was on too much yesterday on doing live shows. It's about 4.5 hours of doing a live show, so my voice was gone by the time I wanted to do that. But other than that, I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing much better. My cold is getting better. I still have a little bit of raspiness, but I did get a lot of sleep, so I'm feeling great. I'm very, very excited, very bullish. I think the start of the bull run for our CTN network actually started about a week ago, thanks to the man sitting to the right or left of me, depending on your view. I think you've done a great job, Max. We're going to get into that. Before we start,
Thank you.
I just want to do like a quick little two prayer requests real quick. So I just got a call on the way back. Actually was coming back from Home Depot, and I got a phone call from my mom and my cousin Tom. I guess they found him in the bathroom, and he was unconscious. So they don't know what happened to him. They're thinking he might have had a stroke. It was in actually in New York. So he actually is in a hospital right now in Massachusetts. And if we could just say some prayers for my cousin Tom. And also, let's pray for the people in Ukraine, the war in Ukraine that's going on. And they've turned off the electricity in a lot of the cities there. So let's kind of pray for the people there that they get through this craziness, and hopefully the war comes to an end. But yeah, let me, I want to talk about this guy right here. Let's talk about some good news. Let's talk about Max for a second. I know Max really wasn't planning on me doing this, but I just want to kind of recognize
Well, I just
Max.
wanted to say, first before you do that, man. I mean, I'm really sorry to hear about the bad news, and we'll definitely, definitely, man. You know me, I believe in the power of prayer, and I definitely will, my friend. Sorry to hear about the bad news with your cousin.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Hopefully he's okay. I guess there's like some bleeding on his brain or something like that. I'm not a medical type of guy, but he has to have emergency surgery right now. So hopefully he'll do okay. My cousin Tom and his wife, well, actually Tom is not my blood cousin. It's my cousin Catherine I'm sorry, my cousin Jennifer. Catherine is her sister. My cousin Jennifer is married to Tom. So saying hello to Jennifer, and prayers are with you, and also my cousin Catherine and my mom and dad and my sister. So hopefully everything is okay with Tom with his emergency surgery. But I do want to recognize Max. Max has been crushing it. We've been gaining a lot of subscribers here on YouTube. We're working behind the scenes on a new and improved website with my nephew, and Max is investing, myself investing, and we're gonna go all for it now. We're moving the chips to the middle of the table because we've got a lot of momentum thanks to Max right here. Look, this is not updated properly, but there's over 4,000 people that watched the Stellar Lumens XLM video.
Yeah, last I saw, like a few hours ago, it was up to 50 subs on that particular one. So I'm really proud of that one. Yeah.
Great stuff there. And then he's got another one, a couple of quants that easily have 700, 800. This one, well over 3,000. There's another one that has 4,000. This one right here is not updated. This quant, $100,000 quant by 2024 has over 4,000 views. Like I said, it's not updated on YouTube yet, but we're looking at the analytics behind the scenes. And I just want to recognize Max as a partner, as a friend, as a brother, as a co-host, as, host, co-host, whatever you want to call it. It's been really an amazing run because, he found me through subscribing through the YouTube channel, and everything's been organic, and we got really close, and we think a lot alike. We have the same goals and aspirations for the CTN network. We love you guys. The family wouldn't be anything really without the community watching. But I just want to thank Max, and I just want to say that the bull run for this CTN network has in fact begun about a week ago. And just watch out when the real bull run happens for crypto. I think we're really, really going to take off. And I think that everyone here is going to be excited because you guys were with us from day one on the ground floor. You guys are the OGs of the OGs. Let's say hello to everybody now. But Max, your thoughts on everything as we go through the comments.
I love what you pointed out and so on. Hard work does pay off. I mean, people have been watching this for a long time now. I mean, let's face it. I mean, come on. I mean, there's been times, the good times, the bad times, you name it. And you know, yeah, hard work does pay off. I mean, if you're passionate about anything and you keep at it and you believe in yourself, like you can achieve great things and so on. So, I mean, we still have a lot of hard work ahead of us and so on. And let's face it, even you guys, when it comes to your particular investments, when it comes to, whatever projects you're in and whatnot, hold the course. Like I mentioned yesterday, know what you have researched, what you believe in, and it's just, being patient and so on. And we'll get there. Yeah.
It's great. I just think that this experience has just been a microcosm of life. I think we've had ups and downs here on the network. We've had great times. We've had some challenging times. We've been streaming every single day. Let's point it out. Max and I have been streaming every day. And that doesn't mean that we've been on every day each other, but this network through the YouTube channel, through Twitter, we've been on every single day since April 18th. So April 18th is going to be a big party. That's going to be our 1-year anniversary of streaming because we intend to stream every single day. We've had power outages. We've had internet going down. We've had a lot of issues and we've stuck to it. We've made the commitment to be on, and someone is on every single day. So I just want to thank again, Max, and I want to thank all you guys here.
Thank you, Boomer.
Boomer Episode. Hey, we got 20 people in here already. It's going to be a great show. Max has got a lot of good news. We're going to talk about crypto. I promise you guys, if you guys would hit the like button. Boomer Reference Sooners here. He said, "Word up, Sir Larry." And Mighty Max. How about that? That's a good nickname for the crypto professor.
Boomer.
Max.
Thank you.
Eddie T saying, "What's up?" Smash the like button. Share the stream.
Eddie.
You can share it on Twitter. And sub and everything. So thank you for that. And how about, here's someone I haven't seen before. Maybe Max has seen you. Sobo. Have you seen Sobo before, Max?
I have not, but Sobo, I want to, of course, welcome you and so on. I guess you apparently saw the show last night, or maybe you came from recording, then you came to the show. But whatever the case be, Sobo, I want to give you that warm Crypto Talk Now Network welcome, guys. If you haven't seen Sobo before, please welcome somebody that may be new. If you're not new, I do apologize. I do my best to recognize everyone, and especially people who have custom avatars and so on. So for you to have that avatar, that definitely helps because it's kind of like photographic memory. But thank you so much for the great compliment of, like you said, doing a great job last night in which you tuned in. But yeah, let us know if you originally came from the recorded, or you just saw it, tag with something that you follow, whether it's ISO 222 or any of those particular hashtags we have and so on. It just really helps with our particular feedback with the analytics and so on. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Sobo. Great to have you here. I'm really trying to look at your avatar. Is it I'm going to get this wrong. It's either Chinese food or there's some shrimp there. There's some dipping
shrimp
sauce.
Cocktail and sunglasses. Yeah. Near the beach.
Shrimp cocktail. Okay. There it is.
Before you get to the next comment, go ahead and keep your spot. I'm going to go ahead and highlight one.
Okay.
We did have a super sticker or super chat that came in. It is from Crypto McDizzle for Shizzle Manizzle for Show, aka Mike Cornwell with the 99-cent super sticker. Thanks, Mike, for just you've literally been here for ages as well. Can't thank you enough as well, my friend. And if anything, I really want to thank you, of course, for those few tags that you gave me earlier. I didn't get to finish the video. I had an interruption here at the house, but it's okay. I'm going to finish it later today. It's basically an XRP/XLM video for you guys. But yeah, right from the beginning, I definitely mentioned to you because, I always give credit for, people who put out the information. So speaking of a guy who put out information, I would always mention him in the quant videos. I'm always like, and shout out to Quant Papa for always putting together the great clips. Well, he's been commenting quite a bit in our quant videos. He finally gave me a follow back, which is super cool. And he follows the show and subscribed apparently. So I thought that was really, really cool. So shout out to all you guys. Yeah.
And before we get to the next super chat, I just saw another one come in now. I apologize for not seeing Mike Cornwell's, but thank you for the $1 donation. Let me just say this. About 2 days ago, I was on the phone with Max, and I was singing the high praises of Michael Cornwell. Of course, April Cornwell for being supportive, but for Michael Cornwell coming in around the time of Cool Cat Crypto and introducing the channel, introducing our network to the ISO coins and tokens, really a debt of gratitude to Mike Cornwell for that, because we kind of shifted gears. It took us a little time to get into it, but we really with Max's help, deep dived into these ISOs. We started talking about it on the live, and then Max did a lot of recorded deep dives. So we do really want to thank Michael Cornwell. And I was just saying, it's so grateful that you guys are here and back, because I know there was times when you guys weren't here. And I'm grateful because I said to Max, watch out. This is it. We were finally caught the algorithm, mainly because of Max's help. I'm doing some shorts and stuff, and I'm going to do some more videos, but I got audio issue that I'm going to correct. But this is the time. I'm telling you right now, the network's starting to take off. You can see it in the numbers. The subscribers are up. The attendance for the live shows is up. And I just want to thank people like Mike Cornwell and all the people that are in the chat here, because you guys are going to be the ones that we remember once we really blow up. Now, Lin Wah is here. Thank you so much, Lin Wah.
Thanks, Lin Wah.
Donation.
Wow, $20. Thank you so much, Lin Wah. Appreciate it. If you're on the road, I don't know where you're at. Hope you're safe. Hope you're not driving on an icy road. I know that a lot of times you listen to us as you're driving and so on. So can't thank you enough, Lin Wah. Hopefully you had a good Christmas. Hopefully you weren't driving during that time. But if you were, my friend, hopefully they paid you triple time or something like that. So yeah. There you go. Thanks, man.
Thank you so much, Lin Wah. I love saying your username, by the way, Lin Wah. It's really cool. But thank you so much for the $20 donation. And I just want to say this. I remember you. It's, I don't want to get too mushy here. Well, I am wearing, shout out to my mom, because I don't normally buy this type of stuff for myself. But my mom for Christmas got me this nice cashmere blue sweater. So shout out to her. But
it looks good, man. I was going to compliment you. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. I don't want to get too mushy. But, to me, it was touching. It was touching to me the way that you had mentioned that you had first heard about Quant through Max and through this network. So that's why I was kind of like cycling back. And people like Tim Shea, Michael Cornwell, Cool Cat Crypto, all you guys that came in here started mentioning the ISO coins. Forgive me if I'm forgetting someone. But the community is what teaches. One time someone got upset with me when I said, look, I don't know everything there is to know about crypto. There's 22,000 coins. There's tons of news every day. When you guys come in and tell me something, if I act surprised and I don't know about it, I got to give you credit. I'm not going to pretend like I knew something that I didn't know. And you guys were learning from you. I learned from you guys. Yeah.
We always get that random guy. He's just like, Max, did you hear about anti-disestablishmentarianism? It's on this new project that's out there. I'm like, what? Yeah, AEL something. I'm like, haven't heard of that one. Yeah, man, it's the greatest thing since supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I'm like, what? Yeah, man, it's so great that you can say docious califragilisticexpialidocious super. I'm like, how am I supposed to know about that? Anyway.
Can we not get excited? There's 25 people in here today. We're going to push for 50. It's going to be a great show. There's so much to get into. But before that, Tim Shea, thank you so much for the $3 super sticker. This is apparently super sticker and super chat day. So we thank you for that on this beautiful Tuesday evening here, wherever you guys are in the world. But yeah, let's get through here. All right. So, so let me read this comment one more time. It's worth repeating. Sobo, Max did such a great job last night. Had to tune in tonight. So he might have actually watched you on, maybe he watched you on Daniel's channel as well. Daniel Gayton, maybe. But yes,
thanks again. Appreciate it. And Tim, also always, man. I mean, whether it's super chat or not, I mean, you guys know who you are. You guys literally show up, like I mentioned, good times and bad. You know what I mean? Like, you guys have been here for the longest time, and we'll never forget you guys. Thanks so much.
Mr. Lambos, Crypto Talk. See that? I gotta exercise the pipes because the cloudiness, the raspiness in my voice is going away because the cold is over. Watch out, you guys are in trouble. I'm gonna get super excited. Now you're not in trouble. I'm just going to get really excited. So you're going to have to plug your ears. If you're listening to me and you're listening on headphones, just watch out because I'm extra amped up. I'm excited. I've got caffeine. Tim Shea says, hey, because that's what Tim Shea says. And Boomer F and Sooner, everyone's saying hello to one another. Let's just keep going through the comments. Max is bringing it, according to Tim Shea. Yes, he is.
Thanks, Tim. And you've been bringing it too. You're the crypto commissioner, as they would say. So
yes, I like that. The crypto commissioner.
The mayor of crypto / there you go. I think it was mayor of crypto. My bad.
Jesse Thomas is here. Has he got like a Barracuda or something like that? Oh, no.
No, he says the 69 Cutlass that we verified.
Oh, the Cutlass. That's right. Yes, the 69 Cutlass. Yes. Jesse Thomas, what's happening, Max? Trying to catch all your lives.
I appreciate it, man. What's happening is, we have people here and you guys enjoying the show. And once we get into, some of these comments and so on, we'll definitely be kicking into some of the news we have for you. For those guys who are saying things about the quant coverage and so on, guys, I'm looking forward to it. I have a whopper of a quant video that's going to be later on, going to be released in the morning, because if anything, I've been getting feedback. A lot of guys like to, have their paper, the coffee and so on, and just watch that and so on. So look out for the morning. And we also have some XRP and XLM recorded out for you. But yeah, Coochie Boy's in the house. Says sup, Max and Mr. Larry. Good to see you, Coochie Boy.
Thank you so much for being here, Coochie Boy. Thank you. And Crypto for Sizzle, my nizzle, McDizzle. I put 50 each on 10 cryptos today. It almost sounds like he went to like a horse track. I put 50.
Well,
I put 50 each on 10 cryptos today with daily trading under 5K. Laugh out loud. Come on, bull run. Will be some huge gains. That's right. You should look, guys, remember something. That's what Max was saying. Oh, because Max, we tease each other. Max like, will you just get some XRP? I'm like, I'm being stubborn. I've got like other obligations, So, and I said, I'm going to get stuck buying at 50 cents. That's what's going to happen. And he says to me,
it's still a lot cheaper than $1. Yeah.
That's what I said. Still a good deal, right? It's still a good deal. If you buy XRP at 50 cents, it's, 2 years from now, it's going to look like you're a genius. So we'll be okay. All right. Let's see. Tim Shea saying hello to everybody. Brian Dowie's here. He says, what's up, guys?
Hey, Brian. Good to see you guys.
I'm going through all the comments. I want to make sure we get them all up on the screen. Let's see here.
Oh, that's who Sobo is. Go back. That's who Sobo is. He's OBOSP. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I totally remember you now. So,
okay. I think I remember
it's easier to call you Sobo.
Okay, cool. Boomer effing Sooner. Latest episode of Tulsa King ended with them talking about crypto.
I've been wanting to watch that. I'm going to put on my watch list, for the TV streaming service I have and so on. Sylvester Stallone's in it. I saw a few clips. It looks really good, man.
That's cool.
But here they're talking about crypto. Hopefully it wasn't about FTX, though.
So it's Sobo, right? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Or how about this? Sobo.
As you just like broke everybody's, broke the chandeliers and all the glasses and everything, like a cartoon. No.
I changed it to be easier. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Appreciate it. Yeah, that shrimp looks good.
Thank you again to Linwa, Tim Shea, and
Crypto
Medizzle, Michael Cornwell for the donations. Crypto Mighty Mike. Crypto for Sizzle, McDizzle. No problem, Max. I see good content. I link you to share to the world. All right, cool.
Hey, speaking of which, just to take a moment, I don't know if he's here or not. I mean, because he's a busy man. Speaking of sharing to the world, I want to give a shout out to a friend, Alex. Alex, aka Le Grand Commission. Oui. He shared to the world his newest baby, who is a little girl, a daughter, named Faith. And I just want to say, congratulations to him and his family.
Yes.
If he happens to be watching, I wish you the best, man. That is incredible. It was such precious photos that he shared, and it's just really wonderful. So congratulations to Legrand and his family.
Yes, congratulations to Alex, aka Legrand Commission. Thank you so much for supporting us, being here from the beginning. And congratulations to you, your wife, and your family on the birth of your child, Faith, baby Faith. Thank you so much. Hopefully she's healthy and everything. And we hope to see you again in the comments soon. If you're listening, we'd love to see your comments here to continue. Lindwa says, love you, CTN.
Love you right back, man. I mean it.
Eddie T, I found your channel through Tim and Brian. How about that?
Nah, cool. Very cool. Yeah. Eddie, you've been very active with other content creators out there. Waddy, for instance, Daniel Gate, and some of the, the other guys. I think you're on Crypto Smith as well, some other ones. So that's awesome. Thank you.
Equilibrium. Is that how you pronounce it? No. Equilibrium. Yes. Cool stream, guys. Level the playing field once and for all. The little guys, which is us, can now play with the big boys, right? We're leveling the playing field. All you guys collectively bring us much more power. Because why? Because we have great content. We have a little bit of excitement and fluff, which I bring, the sizzle, that kind of stuff. But we have really good we have really good content. Max is really crushing it. If you guys really want to learn seriously about quant, XRP, XLM, if you want the latest news about those ISOs, you tune in, you watch the recorded, tune in, watch the lives. You know, we have to have a little bit of fun too, because, you know, we have to keep it interesting. All right. So, Boomer F and Sooner, you know, the teacher in Max just comes out. That's the thing about it. We've got 38 people in here. Hit the like button if you support Max. And just as a thank you, let's at least get the 40 people in here if you appreciate the hard work that Max has been doing. Max has been spending hours on live shows, on recorded. Just, you know, he's been really crushing it. Boomer F and Sooner, hard work does pay off.
Well, thanks,
I found your channel through Mr. Michael April Cornwell. How about that?
Awesome.
I like the way he said that.
Yeah.
Daniel Gayton is here. Hi, guys.
Hey, Daniel.
Let us just show this real quick. I retweeted it out earlier. I'm going to show this fast. I don't want to hold up the show too much, but it's important to note because Max was on there.
Nice. Very nice. I just saw that. Oh,
I missed it.
Too shabby.
All right. So
anyway.
Daniel, I missed it. Daniel Gayton, look at right here. So on the live show yesterday, which I think was at 5 p.m. Eastern, I watched like a good portion of it. Where is it? The 2022 crypto year in review. And you can see right there, Max was there, Sean was there, Wadi was there, Worldwide Crypto was there, Michael Crypto Lounge was there.
Yeah, it was cool. It was nice meeting those two. You know, obviously I know the other guys, but it was really nice meeting those guys as well. I invited them to come on for tomorrow for the crypto roundtable.
Yes,
Knights of the crypto roundtable. Yeah.
Hopefully we have a full house. So Daniel Gayton, if you're still here listening, let's have you and let's have everybody that was on your channel come in. Let's have like 10. Hey, if we have 15 people, we can all just take turns coming on. Let's have a lot of people for the roundtable.
Yep. And for the Knights of the Crypto Roundtable, the whole entire time, I'm gonna do my Sean Connery, you know, first night, you know, voice the whole time. We're like, welcome to Crypto Talk Now. You know, not really, but
Sean Connery.
Can't really do them the whole time. Now, I don't know if that's so good for my throat, because, you know, remember Mike Cornwell pointed out a long time ago when I did the Fedora crypto thing with the Panama hat, technically, he's like, I don't see how you did it, man. He's like, your throat must have just been like gone. And it was. Yeah, it was gone by the end of the night. Anyway.
Shaman says, not Simon says, because Simon doesn't come here. Only Shaman comes here because it's a crypto show. He's got, is Santa Claus holding a beer?
Yes, Santa. I verified this the other night. Santa Claus at Walmart.
Oh, is he holding a beer? No. Okay. Shaman says,
dude in the background. Watching. That's not a beer. That's a dude.
Okay. Crypto for Sizzle Dizzle. ISO 222 are legit. Thank you again to Tim Shea, Coochie Boy, Lin Wah. Max, I have not forgotten about you. I owe you your one quant. I got you. That's another great thing.
I know you do, man. I mean, thank you, Lin Wah. I really appreciate that. Again, you just whatever, you know, means necessary you need to make that happen. If you want to just do the whole email thing, or you want to do Twitter, just let me know and we'll get it worked out. But no rush, man. I really appreciate it.
XXI Gaming. He's a gamer. And by the way, thank you, XXI Gaming, for always, not always, but a lot of times he retweets out things that we put on there. Videos, live shows. Thank you so much for the support.
Yep, always XXI, it's the man. Thank you so much for being supportive. We just hit 40 again, 2 nights in a row. This is very awesome, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Seems like it takes just a little while for, you know, people to kind of come in, but thank you for joining us tonight. We'll kick it into the actual show here in a bit. We just recognize a few more people.
We're almost there. Boomer F and Sooner, tonight we are all Wisconsin Badger fans. Beat Okie Light. All right, there you go. Sup, Daniel? Lindwa, I'm home, and it's my birthday today. Happy birthday to Lindwa. We should be giving him $20.
Yeah, happy birthday to you, Lindwa.
Thank you so much. 43 beautiful people in here. How do I know you guys are beautiful? Because you're beautiful. Because you're watching the show. That's how it works. All right, so if you would, just hit the like button. Tim Shea, notice the fancy sweater. Yes, it's a fancy sweater. It goes with my not-so-fancy hat. Let's see. XXI Gaming. Happy birthday,
record yesterday. Yes, Ryan, happy birthday again. Larry broke a record yesterday. We were at 41 concurrence, so we got up to 43. So
great. Cool. I'm glad we're going to keep pushing through. You know what? Let's do this. Let's jump over. Well, let me just do this. Let me just make sure I'm going to mark this. Thank you, Big Mike. You're my hero. I'm going to mark this one. Crypto McDizzle. Keep stacking those ISOs. I'm going to mark this one here, and I'm going to just see if there's anybody that we didn't recognize, and then we'll jump into it. Oh, here's somebody. Here's somebody new. Here's somebody new, Owen Graham. Love the quant videos.
Thanks so much, Owen. Really appreciate the feedback in regards to that. I'll state this: be on the lookout for one in the morning, tomorrow morning. Basically, I'm gonna have it all edited and done right tonight. It's gonna be a whopper of a Lulu, and I don't know. I'm looking forward to doing it. I think if anything, it's not just excitement, but it outlines what the quant team have been working on for a while. And basically, Gilbert Verdian just got back from a trip. And I'll tell you this much: it was in the Boston area, and then there's an MIT connection. You're not going to want to miss it. It's a good one.
Thank you so much, Max. And then here's somebody, Watermelon Sugar Crypto High. Good evening, Max and Larry. How are you guys doing? We're doing great. Back and better than ever.
Good,
full
thank
strength.
you.
I am going to just recognize people that we haven't said hello to, and then we're going to get into it. Hey, how about this? I got to tell you a funny story about 2-Bit. 2-Bit Crypto is in the house. I haven't seen you in a long time. You know what? This must be something. I was actually showing someone last night. Can you believe this? I haven't watched this video in a long time. I went on 2-Bit Crypto's channel and was showing somebody the interview that 2-Bit Crypto did with me when we were talking about MetaMonkey AI, when I was on his channel for the first time, which was the first ever channel I was on. So thank you so much for being here, 2-Bit. We would love to have you on the Crypto Roundtable. I know that you're in a different time zone being out there in England, but if you want to come tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you're welcome to. Every Wednesday, we do a Crypto Roundtable. We're trying to get as many crypto personalities as we can. You're welcome to come any Wednesday you want, including.
Thanks for stopping by, 2-Bit. I always tell people on our channel, you're like the go-to guy when it comes to Luna Classic and so on. So, keep it up, my friend. You provide great content. You're very active in regards to Luna Classic. So, I wish you continued success, my friend. So keep killing it, man. You're doing a really good job.
I'm showing his channel right now. Hold on one second. We always use 2-Bit as a positive example about how he blew up. Now he blew right past us. He got 13,000. We're so happy for him. 13,000 or 300 subscribers or so, over 13,000 subscribers, right? And he blew up with Luna Classic. And we're so happy for him because he's one of the good guys in the space. We really support him, and we're happy that he's done so well. So if you guys haven't subscribed, here he is right here, 2-Bit Crypto. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see who else is here. This is such a good show. 44 people in here. Daniel, don't call me Carlos Delgado. Hola, mi gente. Saying it.
I always like seeing you, Daniel. Thank you for being here, my friend. We need to get with you sometime. I'll send you an email back in regards to those intros you sent us. And yes. I'll give you a heads up on what we're looking for and so on. But, nonetheless, thank you so much for doing that, man. That was really humbling, to say the least. So Chaka's in the house, too. Yep.
Here's another brother here. Chaka Crypto, part of our family here. Chaka Crypto, if you guys haven't subscribed to him, he's another great guy in the space. Check him out. He's right here on the screen. Chaka Crypto. Chaka Khan. All right. And
I need to get down to a super chat real quick. Oh, you already beat me to it.
Yes, we got it. Thank you so much, Salamander in Space, the XDC commander, for the $2 donation. I like Larry's Mr. Oh my God, I thought the same thing. When I got it.
That's who it reminded me. I was like, who's that from? Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, I wear it in style. I was told that it looks really good on me, and I do not look like Mr. Rogers. It does look like Mr. Rogers' color sweater, but I tell you, this is a lot nicer than the one he wore.
Thank you, Salamander. Sorry.
It's the first thing I thought about, but I couldn't tell my mom because it would break her heart, and I haven't seen her in 3 years.
I couldn't put a face to it, you know what I mean? But first of all, thanks, Salamander, for $2 super chat. I will agree with you. That does make sense because there is that. I think there's a documentary, A Beautiful Time in the Neighborhood, or the movie, or whatever, both, right? Mm-hmm. So Mr. Rogers is basically wearing that white collar with the blue. But another guy who would wear it as well is what's his name? Mr. Tanner of the Full House.
Oh,
remember?
Okay.
Yeah, the father of the kids. Yeah.
Well, let me just say, it's a beautiful day in the CTN Crypto Network. It's a beautiful day in the CTN Network. Here's somebody else. Abdi Mac, thank you so much. Love the coins in the title.
Thanks, Abdi. Appreciate it. You guys are going to see a little bit of an introduction to Devour. Here's the thing. Yeah, we cover all the, like a lot of the ISOs, most of the ISOs, right? But if anything, on top of that, you know, we do realize that some of you guys will also want us to look into some of the low market cap ones out there. And then I just want to say real quick, I know you want to get through the comments and whatnot, but here's the thing. About 8 months ago, when we were first doing the Max and Larry show, we had a special guest on the show. It was Chad of the Devour Project. They are basically a utility token focused towards, you know, restaurants, if you will, and what they bring to Web3. Well, I'll state this much, right? What excited me was there was a lot of, let's face it, V1 to V2 tokens out there, low market cap ones, in which we just, a lot of us, right? Not just me, many of you, I don't need to mention names. You already know who you are. You lost your, you know what, on those particular ones, on that particular migration. On Devour, I went from V1 to V2 roughly, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, a month ago, something like that. And on this particular one, I'm even in the profits in a bear market. I thought that was really, really impressive. They did a really good job with their particular migration. And I think it's a low market cap gem. No, we're not being paid by them and so on. But if anything, I reached out to Chad of Devour and I said, you know what? I'm very impressed with you guys, how you went about this. You guys are still doing a lot of updates. You're doing well in a bear market. Would love to have you come back on our show free of charge. And if anything, guys, look out on Monday. We're going to have a very special guest, Chad, the COO of Devour, is going to join us on Monday. Larry's going to be here too, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. It's going to be a great show.
Thank you so much. And let's give credit again to Max for bringing back Chad from Devour. I'm so excited that he's coming back, and I'm going to be here for it as well. And I do not see him in the comments, but I saw Tim said hello to him. Hello to P Nice. So thank you so much for being here, P Nice. And one more person, then we're going to get into the news. Not King Kong, but Kagan Kong is here. Merry Christmas, guys. Say it together with me. What are your thoughts on Who Do token? Who knew? NFT platform. There seems to be a lot of super rare, etc. Oh,
I don't have any thoughts on it. I'm not aware of it. So, I mean, let us know what really stands out about it and so on. And maybe some of our other members from the community know about it. If so, let us know what excites you. But thank you for that input.
Let's give a shout out to the baller right here. Big Watch Dude is in the house. What's up, Max and Larry and the CTN family?
Good to see a Big Watch Dude.
Thank you so much. All right, Max, I'm excited. I'm not drooling or anything. Patches is drooling a little bit. You can't see it. But what do you have for us today in terms of crypto news or information or education?
Well, you know, I'm going to show you guys a few key things here that I found. And if anything, you know, we're talking about, for instance, the CBDCs and all that. We got to mention a little bit more. So here you guys go. I saw this posted earlier today, and it says gold standard XRP CBDC backed by gold. Well, we understand that, for instance, especially when it comes to like the BRICS nations and so on, they are stacking that gold, right? Russia, China, India, Brazil, right? So it says a level playing field. All right, but check this out. This is from the U.S. House of Representatives. This was on October 7th of 2022. All right, so for instance, you see right here, it says Mr. Mooney introduced the following bill, which was referred to the Committee on Financial Services. Look at this. It says a bill. It says to define the dollar as a fixed weight of what? Gold, and for other purposes. Then under that, way at the bottom, in, for instance, section 1, paragraph 2, under the Federal Reserve's 2% inflation objective, the dollar loses half of its purchasing power every generation or 35 years. Now think about this. Here's what's key. Before we get to the next slide, I want you guys to understand. And a lot of you guys already understand. I know Michael Cornwell definitely understands this. And that is this. We have outlined for you guys for a while now when it comes to this whole thing of the United States dollar not being backed by gold. Right, we got off of the gold standard back in 1971, and even right here, they recognize this particular line. I think it's so key. Again, I'm gonna say it again. Under the Federal Reserve's 2% inflation objective, the dollar loses half of its purchasing power every generation or 35 years. Right, so man, we're well past 35 years. All right, so you know, again, it's not that Bitcoin and so on was a hedge against inflation. It's a hedge against money printing. Are we going to get back with something that's backed by gold or precious metals? Absolutely. You literally see it right here. It might have not made mainstream news and so on, but I want to point some of this out. So also right here, paragraph 8, the gold standard puts control of the money supply with the market instead of the Federal Reserve, discourages excessive deficit spending, and encourages the balancing of federal budgets. That was really, really powerful when I saw that. And I, of course, wanted to share that with you guys in a future XRP video. I'll probably include that as well. On top of that, I have this, and it's kind of like an update of what you already seen before. You guys, of course, have seen some of these other ones, but this is the main one I want to draw your attention to. I'm going to blow it up a little bit bigger. So we saw the one that we've had for many months now, right? Shout out to Mike Cornwell, who gave us the original. I retweeted this new one you see right here, right? So it shows, for instance, instead of quant in the middle, it's literally CBDC, right? But technically speaking, quant is still in the middle. You gotta look at it for the perspective. It's kind of like a much more inclusive diagram or map, if you will. So you see where quant basically is still connecting literally everything, right? You have some of these, existing system and payment APIs. Come on, Google Pay, people use it on the daily, right? I use more of PayPal than Google Pay, but to each his own, right? But anyway, you see the Swift connection. We always, of course, talk about some of the stable coins. And by the way, I want to point this out, and Richard Common Sense Crypto pointed this out as well. He did a really good job with this, and we'll kick it back in the comments here briefly because we would like to do the whole, 5 minutes in, 5 minutes out. But don't have the attitude that when it comes to stable coins that a stable coin has to have a 1-1 ratio or basically be worth $1 even. There's other forms of stable coins, for instance, and look who's in that mix: XRP, Stellar Lumens, and so on. But again, I put this out and I said to myself, man, this is something else. Because for one, quant, obviously, you have all that interoperability, like we mentioned before, the enterprise and public permission blockchains, the public permissionless blockchains, and so on. But right in the middle of all that is one of the most underrated ones as well, right? Where you're talking about the R3 Corda bridge with XDC and so on. And this just does a really good job to help you understand how all of it's connected. You have a Hedera's H-bar on the top left, obviously Stellar Lumens at the very, very top, and so on. And if anything, guys, yeah, I went ahead and reshare this. So I wanted to, of course, bring attention to you in regards to some of these updated diagrams, and the other one I gave you guys a few days ago with the cheat sheet 2.0. So I'll kick it back to you, and then we'll get back into other news. And he's probably gone. So let's see here. All right. Let me see. So I think I lost Larry. He's frozen. That's all right. So we did lose him. Let me see here. So next we have up on the list. Let me see. I don't think he highlighted that, but that's all right. So the last one was, what's up? Yes. Thank you for being here. I'm going to highlight some other questions or comments, I should say. We have 44 people. Thanks for connecting. I think Larry's internet went out. He had a storm that happened basically, I guess, around like Christmas or whatever, and it really messed up his internet. So Crypto McDizzle says the price of stuff is not going up. The value of your money is going down. A loaf of bread has the same use case as it did for your grandpa. That's a good point. Keeping the algorithm going. Thank you for that, Salamander. Salamander is getting excited for XDC. I would. I mean, I hold XDC as well. Not as much as Mr. Salamander, but quite a bit. But yeah, there's a lot to get excited for. And then this last particular comment, or these last few, hold on. XDC, baby. Yep, all the way. Party time. XDC, XRP, XLM, Quant. Welcome back, Larry.
Thank you.
We have 45 people here. Thank you for joining us. Can we get to 50? It'd be really, really cool. Crypto McDizzle, I'm ready to come chill on your beach with you when you buy the ocean. LOL. Salamander, I will buy Sam Bankman-Fried's mansion at the Bahamas with the XDC. LOL. Here comes Patches. And then next is Tim Shea. Mikey hasn't reported buying any more recently. Last count was 1.1 million, I believe. That's still super impressive. All right, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a little bit more. And again, welcome back, Larry. I guess you're just having internet problems because of
internet problems. Yes.
Yeah, that's all right. I understand.
Sorry about that, guys. Yep.
No, that's all right. So we talked about, for instance, what you see right here. I want to draw your attention to this right here. This made news today. As Larry would say, Gary the Gopher Gensler. This comes straight from Pro Coin News. It says Gary Gensler lashes out at whole industry, threatens widespread action. Again, this was posted about noon my time today. I wanted to bring it to your guys' attention. I mean, some of you guys obviously maybe seen this before, but despite that, Gensler's having a crackdown, if you will. Okay. It says the head of the SEC has been lambasted, what a word, and is currently facing heat for failing to recognize the warning signs that FTX was essentially a Ponzi scheme. We'll get into this a little bit more, and then we'll get the response, believe it or not, that was retweeted from, I believe, Mike Cornwell, that came straight from Ben Armstrong, aka BitBoy Crypto. So it says numerous secret meetings between Gensler and FTX have also come under increased scrutiny. Again, we mentioned it here before, right? I think it was maybe even also on Daniel Gayton's show, right? So Sean, the Crypto Smith, was mentioning this. I was mentioning as well. And there was something to be said about, for instance, the crazy phone calls that happen at like 2 a.m. in the morning. Why is Gensler calling, Sam Bankman-Fried at these weird hours of the night and so on? So anyway, yeah, the numerous secret meetings. And then when we get further down into it, it states that, it wasn't clear or precise what had, been purported in regards to the crackdown or what it will entail, as no specific assets or regulatory initiatives were mentioned. However, Gensler did say that proof of reserves auditing was not sufficient for the industry and that he would like to see standard accounting methods adopted by crypto firms. Okay, well, here's the thing. So I'm not a Gensler fan. Obviously, a lot of you guys aren't as well. I will agree partially with what he's saying, that the proof of reserves isn't sufficient enough. How is it not sufficient enough? Well, let's face it, taking a screenshot of something and saying, well, this is what we have. We need something that's more on the fly, if you will. Will we ever get that? I don't know. Is somebody going to create some kind of application to verify all that? I don't know, because if anything, you're tapping into some of these exchanges, and I don't know if they're going to want to, to a sense, that's like KYC of the exchanges to a sense. Are they really going to give up all that information? I just don't see that happening. So as a result, what we get is proof of reserves. And with that said, we have to kind of be willing to be okay with, I guess you could say, screenshots. Now, is the answer more of these particular screenshots to see how much is in there? Like, for instance, maybe hourly or twice a day or once a day. Maybe we have something like that. Again, a lot of times it's all about compromise. But back to this particular one, I want to point out some of this. So it says, just hours earlier, the watchdog, which had already filed a lawsuit against FTX co-founder Sam Bankman-Fried, sued two more prominent crypto executives for alleged roles in the collapse of the digital asset exchange. SEC Chairman Gensler says that the crypto regulatory crackdown is just getting started. Wow. Well, with that said, there's more into this, like it was mentioned about the proof of reserves and so on. But in regards to the crackdown, I want to draw your attention to this right here. And that is Hex. Hex has broken support ever since we have basically heard about the whole thing of some of this crackdown, if you will. As we know, a while back, there's a few particular names that the SEC was thinking about going after and so on. Hex was one of them mentioned. AMP was another. There's a few others. But with all the FUD that's been going on, this has dropped down to below 2 cents. Now, me personally, I still think Hex is a great project. Some people feel as though, in the comments right here, that, there's some shady crap that happened. I'll read some of it. I want to state this much. This is not me stating this, and I'm not fudding it. I'm just simply reporting what I'm seeing. But there's this right here, for instance, in regards to specifically Richard Hart. It says, I can't wait until Hex implodes and Richard Hart is arrested. Listen to this, for fraud. I could see him now sitting there in orange, eyes puffy from crying in his cell, his watches and clothes on eBay in a desperate attempt to make bail. He's not nearly as smart as and successful, blah, blah, blah. This other guy says, harder it falls, bigger the returns when Pulse Chain comes and people want to lap this crap up for, free copies for starters. Just there's a lot of FUD going on. Of course, there's some people, just like, you guys don't understand these things happen and so on. My thing is this. I did well with one particular distressed asset this year, as you guys know. Some of you guys did as well, and that was VGX. So this one is on my close watch eye for opportunity, because as the saying goes, when certain things crash, especially in this bear market, even with all the FUD, there can still be opportunity. This is broken support at the 2-cent range. I want to know from you guys, what do you think is going to happen to Hex? Do you think it's a good, solid project going further, or are you cutting ties with Hex? Back to you, Larry.
I want to just respond to that real quick with Hex. So I will say this, the only thing that can stop Hex is regulation if they're found to be a security, or if they kind of find some other thing to complain about or go after them with. But, you know, Hex, I think, was beautifully designed, created. I think Richard Hart is a genius. I think certain people are haters out there because he is very flamboyant. He does like to be in your face and stuff like that, but he does a great job marketing. And I think that's the reason why he does it. He gets attention. People talk about it. They talk about Hex. And he rubs people the wrong way. He doesn't rub me the wrong way, but he rubs some people the wrong way. Just came in. Salamander in Space. Thank you again for the $2 donation. Larry, to buy XRP in 2023. Yes, I have postponed it. I actually didn't say January. I didn't say February. I did not give you a date. I said I will buy it in 2023 because I still am holding on to a big correction. I won't say crash. I won't say crypto meltdown, but I think
you gave us a date
correction overall.
You did give us a date. You did give us a date.
Oh, when I'm going to buy it?
You did give us a date. You said it was a Halloween. Remember that? It was a day after Halloween.
Oh, no, I did. Yes.
Yes, you did.
Pay no attention to the dates, but now, no, I went against that one, but now I canceled out that one. I just said, now I'm going to buy it in the year 2023. I did not give you a month, but let me just back up. I got to say hello to a few beautiful people in here. There's beautiful people here. Look at this. DWS is in the house. How about that? Have you seen DWS before?
No, I have not. I'd like to welcome you, DWS. Again, I'm glad you're commenting. Any questions, comments you have, feel free to do so. And then by all means, change your avatar to something that speaks about, who you are and what you're all about, and maybe what the DWS stands for. I don't know. But if anything, it will help us to identify you a lot easier. But thank you for being here, for real.
In terms of crypto, he's crypto omnipotent. Crypto God is in the house. Nobody is bullish on Moonbeam. This crap is going to explode in the next bull run. Okay.
No, something. No, I will say this, right? So Moonbeam has been on my watch list for the longest time. My thing is this: I have watch lists, and then I have short lists, and then from the short list, those are like maybe 5 or 6 that I really like. Okay, I'm gonna go all in on these particular ones and so on. But yes, I would agree with them. Moonbeam is very solid, and in the future, especially in a bull run, they should do very well. But for me personally, I am more focused on some of these particular ISOs, XRP, XLM, XDC, especially Quant. And that's where I put a lot of my focus, because if anything, I see like not just like maybe 10Xs. I mean, I see like insane, potential with those particular ones. So yeah, Moonbeam, I would absolutely say that's a great choice. So I'm glad, there's other people that recognize projects like that.
My crypto advisor is in the house. Apparently, Crypto God is in sync with what I'm thinking. He says, Richard has been positioning his life for the moment, and he's defending me. He says, Crypto God says, the crash is coming. Keep it 100%, Larry. And he also says, Larry said a time that was back on Halloween, but why not wisely adjusted market conditions? Yes, it's just, there's a lot of things going on. So one of the things I regret, and I think Max knows the story, I regret not parking cash. I joked around and said I was going to dollar cost average into cash.
Cash talk now. Remember that? Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't mean that I was selling my crypto. I meant that I just want to start piling up cash. So there's only so much cash that people have, right? So I just think that, I think between not having a pile of cash on the side waiting, number one, I have been creating a little more cash, but number two, Max and I are reinvesting in this network. But number three, I'm still holding on to that. I don't want to say it's a hope, because then people get upset with me because, the portfolios go down. I'm still holding on to the notion that there's going to be a sharp correction, and I will be able to go in and get something like XRP maybe for 27 cents. I know people get mad, but it's an opportunity. Omnipotent. Yes. Crypto God is, when in terms of crypto, he's omnipotent. He's there everywhere. And he says, let's be smart as much as we can collectively. I love you all, crypto fam. WAGME, which stands for we're all going to make it together.
We will, just as long as you guys don't sell for a loss. We'll all make it, but don't sell for a loss, you know?
All right, so let me go back and read some of these comments if you want, Max, but you just interrupt me when you're ready to get to the next segment. But I do want to get into certain things here. I know we've been bouncing around. Crypto for Sizzle McDizzle. The price of stuff is not going up. This is a good comment. The value of your money is going down.
I did read that before.
Yes,
That's right.
a loaf of bread has the same use case as it did for Grandpa. Now, I've made this, I don't know if you guys remember, but many months ago, I said, look, when you go and buy bread 2 years from now, it's going to cost whatever it costs, you know, whatever your currency is for dollars or whatever. If it's US dollars or whatever you're purchasing it with, right? It's going to go up. So your buying power of the US dollar is not as high, right? It's just going to be not worth as much. But when you go buy Bitcoin, you'll be using less Bitcoin to buy that same loaf of bread, right? So I'm going to read this again. The price of stuff is not going up. The value of your money is going down. A loaf of bread has the same use case as it did for Grandpa. That's why guys like Grant Cardone, he says cash is trash. So I kind of agree with that. He's saying basically if you just hang on to cash, it's kind of worthless. You got to put your cash to work, right? But I will say this, in these bear markets, in these down times, whether it's, you know, the real estate market, the housing market, the stock market, the equities markets, the crypto market, it's nice to have a bunch of cash. Right now, cash is king because you can take advantage of all of these insane prices. Discount. Look at Hex. Hex is less than 2 cents. He just put it up there. I can't even believe it's down there. Crypto McDizzle, Salamander getting excited for XDC. Salamander in space. Yes, XDC, baby. Party time. XDC, XRP, XLM, Quant. I'm ready to chill on the beach. Or maybe you already read this one, Max, when you buy the
I did. That's okay.
All right, let's keep going. DWS, I found out about Cypherium, and I'm excited. Damn straight, it's impressive. We read this one here, and DWS, hell, I hope crypto crashes more and stays down another 4 months. That's what I'm saying, guys. So remember something. If you're just buying stuff that you believe in, if you're buying stuff with utility, you don't have to get upset when your portfolios are down. This is an accumulation phase for people, right? So if those of you that do have a bunch of cash piled up, you're in a good position because you're basically, it's kind of like going to a garage sale and buying something that's, you know, normally for $500 and you're buying it for, let's say, $50. You're getting a really good deal right now. It's bargain basement prices for so many great things. But yeah, I don't want to take up too much time here. Let's just see here. Tim Shea says, Crypto God, you really like Hex. Doesn't the liquidity seem off? I know Richard Hart is a very intelligent and interesting man. That liquidity seems off, though. Crypto God, let's be smart collectively. All right, we read this one. All right, now, Abdi Omar is back. Welcome back to Abdi Omar. 100 billion quant. The next 2 years maximum. Who can argue with, come on, talk to me now. I'm listening. Come on, bring it. He's saying, come on. All right. Crypto God. He's referring to your purchasing power. Yes, their purchasing power for with the dollars versus using crypto. I was trying to make the analogy that you're going to actually use less Bitcoin to purchase bread, right? But it's going to take more dollars, US dollars. The US dollar is messed up right now. It's going to take more US dollars to buy that same loaf of bread. I probably didn't do such a good job explaining it this time around. Big watch dude, Larry, are you really going to pass an XRP for a 7-cent price difference? Are you planning on buying that much where that strategy makes sense? I don't think it's going back to 27 cents. I know so many people are saying that. So conventional wisdom says don't time the market, right? So I should be dollar cost averaging in. I should have been dollar cost averaging in 3 months ago. But, you know, with my situation, I just created some cash, and this was a recent event with the sale of a small building. So I didn't have like a bunch of cash parked on the side waiting for this because I was almost fully invested in crypto, which was a mistake. Because I recommend, not financial advice, I'm recommending this to Max and Patches. I recommend trying to keep some cash on the side if you can to take advantage of opportunities. Your thoughts on that, Max? I mean, they're right. I mean, Big Watch Dude is right. You shouldn't time. There's not really that big of a difference. It's not like I'm going to buy like, you know, $2 million worth of XRP or anything like that.
Well,
so
you don't want to be the Stanley Roper of crypto. I mean, for those who used to watch Three's Company back in the day, you know, I remember how he was. But you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just, but yeah, I've said to the guys, you should always keep some kind of reserve on hand, especially, let's face it, during this crypto winter, those who did, they were able to buy all this stuff for rock bottom rates and so on. That's basically how you know, reach status of accumulating crazy wealth, is because you bought it for, rock bottom. And it's not rocket science. You know what I mean? Like that applies in anything, stocks, crypto, you name it. You buy things at liquidated prices, and then you watch it go parabolic someday if you hold it long enough and you have something that's got great solid utility.
Daniel, don't call me Carlos Delgado says nice name drop. I believe he's referring to Max with the name drop. But yeah, so I don't know, like so okay, so let's talk about Hex for just a couple seconds here. So Hex, what you're basically comparing it to now is Voyager. You're looking at it as a distressed asset. One time,
well, I know I said that, right? I don't think it's as it's not as monumental as Voyager, where people have their money on exchange. Obviously, Hex is not exchange, but I do look at it as like they are the target of the SEC. Obviously, and then let's face it, Richard Hart even went on what's his name, Barron's Network, whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
he
Paul
did
Barron.
Yeah, Paul Barron, right? A lot of people watch him. He's got a great show. Don't get me wrong. And he was addressing a lot of this. And why is he doing it? Because if anything, he's already been on there before. Richard Hart's also been on that one other news network. I forgot the guy's name. He's an Asian guy. And he did a very good job making the case for Hex and so on. And that's where a lot of people are taking, these clips of, Richard Hart nailed it, if you will, when it comes to these cycles for Bitcoin, especially, right? He made a fortune in Bitcoin, hence why he became, billionaire status and whatnot. But my point is, he is like literally having to defend the project, and it's going to keep happening. And he will always, of course, defend a project where it's under attack for the SEC and whatnot. My main thing is this: I don't want to get into Hex while it's going to be a falling knife. I want to, take time to recognize, what, this is probably going to continue to fall. How low will it go? And I still think there's opportunity in there, because it was, as the saying goes, it's going to be a distressed asset, whether we like it or not. So
let me just bring this full circle. I'm actually going to bring in the mortgage industry. So you and I, Max, were both in the mortgage industry. You were a loan officer. I was a mortgage broker. Very similar.
2
right?
years. 2 years. Yeah. 05, 07.
2 years. So I got out in 08. And I'll say this: there was the mortgage market meltdown. So we were doing so well. We didn't, my whole entire mortgage career, I personally only did 2 purchase loans. Everything else was refinancing. It was almost too easy to do. So we were just really, really doing well financially, making a lot of money, and nothing could stop us. We were all the way up, like the song says, right? Nothing could stop us. But the one thing that stopped us was, it's not, they totally eliminated the industry, because I was in subprime. We were in subprime too, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
that's what got me out of the mortgage business. I didn't want to sell my soul to the devil.
So what happened was this. So the subprime industry went away just simply because the U.S. government, with the banking departments and everything, they changed the guidelines. So you weren't able to do what we were able to do. Like, we were giving people, 100% loan to value with a 540 credit score. I remember like people having a 620 credit score and going and doing 115, 120% loan to value, going above and beyond the value of the home. I remember no income, no documentation loans. Crazy stuff,
Stated
right?
Income loans, yes.
I remember doing loans with bank statements. So all these things, but they eliminated all that, right? And that's what I see happening for crypto. So the only thing that can stop something like Hex is the regulatory bodies, the government in the US can crack down on it. I'm not saying that it needs to be cracked down. I'm not saying they're doing anything wrong or anything bad, but they can just literally pull the rug out from some of these cryptos by declaring them. If they go and push and declare them as securities, that's the only thing that can stop them. What would stop
you sound like
right now?
You sound like FDR coming out, literally like FDR. Hex has nothing to fear but FUD itself. Like, what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it does kind of sound like that. It just, I don't know. I agree with you to a sense on a lot of that. the regulatory bodies, all that. Yeah.
Well, that's the only thing that can stop it because it was really doing well. I actually got in at 10 cents. I have a nice bag of Hex, but I got in at 10 cents. Now it's down less than 2 cents. I'm really shocked. I remember when it was hovering around 4 cents, thinking about buying more of it.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad that,
Yeah.
you know, I'm probably going to wait for it to just keep crashing and so on. But like, how low will it go? I don't know. We'll see.
So let's use Ethereum as an example. Real simple question. If the regulatory bodies weren't involved, do you see Ethereum just collapsing, imploding on itself? I know the gas fees are high. I know that it's slower than a lot of networks like XDC and things like that, for example, you know, blockchains. But what I'm asking you is what can stop Ethereum? There's only, in my mind, one thing, and that's regulation.
Right.
And that's
Like the SEC. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing that can stop any of these things. Now, when it comes to XRP, they already said, hey, we're going to pull out of here. If we lose this case, which I don't think they're going to lose, if we lose the case to the SEC, don't worry about it. We're Audi 5000. We're out of here. We're out. We're going overseas, and we're going to just, you know, have our headquarters somewhere overseas, and they can't stop us. Nothing can stop us. I'm all the way up, you know. But when it comes to some of these other ones, like, you know, maybe the SEC has Hex in its crosshairs. But I do look at it as an opportunity like VGX because it's not been beaten up as bad. Maybe it's more comparable to XRP. And you know, if I had to choose right now, I would go with the ISOs over Hex, but this could be an opportunity for some people. I mean, it's awful low. This is what's such a shame. The only reason why it's high risk is because of the regulation. If the regulation wasn't a factor, I would be like, hey, Hex at 2 cents, Hex at 1.9 cents. Yes, I'm all in on that because I believe in it. I believe in the vision of Richard Hart. I think he's a genius. And so we're in a very volatile time. We're in a very difficult time for crypto. Like, we don't really know. The other shoe hasn't dropped. There's no real regulatory clarity right now. And I think once there's regulatory clarity, good, bad, or ugly, I think that can be a catalyst for the bull run. Because if we have some kind of set concrete guidelines that we can go off of, people will be able to either fit into those guidelines or then decide to move over, just to push the eject button and go overseas.
Yeah.
So, but back to you, Max.
Well, you know, I want to show you guys a little bit more of that particular article from Gary Gensler. There's an area that I actually cut off. You know how we always refer to what's going on with crypto as being like the Wild West of crypto? You know what I mean? Well, it is just that. And guess what? Gary Gensler even mentions that specifically. Hold on a second. I'll state this. If you're going to college, okay, for all you college guys out there, never get a physical book, okay? Get yourself an ebook every single time that your professor, your instructor gives you that option, all right? You're going to save so much time because Control F becomes your best friend, all right? I just want to throw that out there, okay? All right, so look here. It says the runway is getting shorter. The casinos in this is from Gary Gensler speaking. The casinos in this Wild West are non-compliant intermediaries. He's even saying that this is basically the Wild West of crypto. Then this last part, proof of reserves is neither a full accounting of the assets and liability of a company, nor does it satisfy segregation of customer funds under the securities laws. Oh no. Then there are some in this field that have talked about ways to give customers confidence in their crypto, which is there, or really there. They should do that by coming into compliance with the time-tested custody, segregation of customer funds, rules, and accounting rules. Easier said than done. You claim that you're all about protecting, for instance, you know, I guess you could state the investors, but is this what's really going on? We're going to get to this Luna Classic news in a second. I want to show you guys this real quick. And then, as I believe somebody tagged me on this, I think it was Mike Cornwell. So shout out to him. But it's this right here. Hold on a second. Well, I thought it was from Mike Cornwell. Where the heck is it? Ah, here it is. This is from Mike Cornwell. Shout out to him. So this comes straight from BitBoy Crypto, okay? Ben Armstrong. It says, unbelievable. BlockFi now owes the SEC Gov the full 100 million since it was proven the fine was paid with customer funds, which means the SEC will have to get paid back as a secured creditor before investors get any money back. The government will always it always has to get paid first. How do we know that? Come on, if you pay taxes, you already know this to begin with. They're going to get their money first. It says, how is that for investor protection, Gary? Very well put by BitBoy Crypto, whether you're a fan of them or not. Yeah, that's not having best interest of, you know, of the investors at heart at all. And it just sucks because that's what's going to happen. Government has to get paid first. And then if anything, we get paid next, just kind of like a refund check to a sense. I mean, if there's anything left, then we get something back after that. What will, be that? The crumbs? How much crumbs are going to be available after everything's said and done? So I also have a little bit more in regards to all this. I'm glad everybody's welcoming each other and so on. Thank you for doing that, Larry. See, we have about 41 people here tonight. Thank you for joining us here tonight at Crypto Talk Now. We're about an hour into the show. I got a little bit more I want to share with you guys. So it is in regards to Devour. We were talking about it earlier. I'm going to go ahead and present this in a way for you to see it. And if anything, take a look right here. Here's what I want to point out. So I got into this particular project when it was a V1 8 months ago. Okay. Right around the time that Larry and I were first doing shows together and so on. This is, in my opinion, a low market cap gem. They do have utility, but I think it's something that kind of flies under the radar. I'm actually in the profits with this in the bear market. So this had a really nice V1 to V2 migration. Let's face it, we cannot say the same thing when it comes to a lot of these projects that are out there. If you're interested about this, and again, we're not paid by them or anything like that, you could go straight to their Devour site, which is DVOURpay.io. Check it out for yourself. It says DPay is the Devour Go payment and rewards tokens. Pay and earn rewards at restaurants like a VIP. By all means, read the white paper about this and so on. They do have a fully doxed team. I'm going to show you guys that real quick at the bottom. Here's some of the guys. So here's Chad Horn, who I've been in contact with and so on. I was on his Telegram. Basically sent an invite. Here's this particular CEO, Shelly Rupel, some of the other people from their particular team. There's quite a few of them. All right. And
we should mention, Max, all these people have a restaurant background.
Yep.
But they're either restaurant or crypto. There's like restaurant people in there and crypto people kind of melded together to make a really good team. Yep.
Yeah, they all have some kind of background. They're very, very passionate about, this whole project, what it's going to bring to not just restaurants, but like they're looking at it from a Web3 perspective. But yeah, they have quite a few updates that have recently happened. Of course, we'll give Chad a moment to share with us on Monday. But yeah, I mean, just take a look into it. And if anything, I mean, I'm looking to get a second bag of this because I was really, really impressed how smooth that V1 migration happened to the V2. And on top of it, just to even say I'm in the profits in a bear market with a low market cap project is very, very rare. Let's face it. I think we could all agree on that. But by all means, this is not me telling you to, buy Devour. Do your own research. I just thought it was a pretty good project, to say the least. Another thing we're going to do real quick before we kick it back into the comments is I want to basically show this real quick. So shout out to Classic Crypto. Let's face it, Luna Classic has done well for the week. Okay. It did, pretty well for the 24-hour chart. Earlier today, I saw it was like up to about 18-19%. It's kind of tapered down since then. But, for those who still believe in the project and so on, if you want to stake your Luna Classic, like what Classic Crypto has pointed out, you can get it, anywhere from 18 to 21 to 22% APY with auto compounding enabled. Yeah, I would agree with him. That's not too bad. On top of that, he states breaking news: Luna Classic proposal, which is 11.11.1, to move the remit down to 10% from 50% has now passed. Here's some details in regards to that particular proposal. You do see it right here, 83.37% in regards to that. And if you're wondering about it, it's just, it mentions specifics in regards to the code for all the nerds out there that want to get into that. And then on top of that, look at this. Luna Classic is, in fact, trending again, whether you're a fan of it or not. It says we've now gotten Luna Classic trending once again. Let's get every Luna Classic related to the hashtag trending, and that's exactly what's going on. Earlier today, hashtag Luna Classic, it was almost 6,000 retweets and so on. I think it's past that. But yeah, it's good to see that they're getting some traction. And my main thing is basically to, recognize the project. And I would say the main thing is the ecosystem, like I mentioned before. I think there's a lot to look forward in 2023. So back to you, Larry.
I will say this, Luna Classic is one of those ones that has tremendous potential. We'll have to wait and see what it is. I think that now it has, I don't want to say it's a meme coin or anything like that, but it has a meme coin type blueprint going on. What I mean by that is it's a recipe for success in terms of like the Shiba Inu feel for it. That's the only thing right now that's propping this up and keeping it going, because they definitely can't do it with the burns alone. They need to have those quality projects getting back onto the blockchain. And I think that, I think the sky's the limit. I do think that there's a good chance when the bull run happens. I think that Luna Classic has a good chance because there's still a lot of content creators to talk about it. You got Classy Crypto, the Crypto King. I think you got Bleaves, you got 2-Bit. There's a bunch of people still talking about Luna Classic. And I think that, it has a chance just because of the community and the fact that people are still talking about it. So it has that community support, sort of like a meme token had back in the day, back in 2021. A meme token, a meme coin. Let's just get into a little more comments here. I do want to say, I want to bring this in because it's a little more relevant. Tin, where is it right here? Well, someone said it earlier. Where can you find Devour, Max? Why don't you go ahead and just answer that question? I can't find the comment for it, but someone asked where you can find Devour.
Yeah, so for one, I mean, you just go strictly here. I'll show you real quick. I mean, you could get you could look at their page on for instance, CMC. All right. So you just type in, for instance, DPay. And I don't expect everybody to remember, when they were on here. It was a long time ago. It was about 8 months ago and so on. But yeah, it's, they don't have a verified market cap yet on CMC, but it's one of those ones. I just feel as though, even though there's not a lot of volume right now, I mean, my thing is this, again, to go from a V1 on many projects and just lost my what on a lot of crap tokens, and on this particular one to be in the profits right now, even with counting the gas fees, if you will, right? I'm in the green, or in the black, I should say, if you want to be technical. But yeah, you can go to CMC, type in DPay. Hopefully you have an account, for your portfolio and your watch list. You can just add it right there. Or you can just go to devourpay.io if you're wanting to know which exchange this is on and so on. It's on, for instance, just Uniswap at the moment, and that's about it. So they're, I guess you could say, they're just trying to, they got a lot of things still going on in which they're trying to get more of that adoption, if you will. But I don't know. It just, that was the main thing that stood out, like I mentioned. And I said to myself, our guys want to have some coverage, to a sense, about some of these ones that are really, really low market cap. And I still think there's some potential here. You go on their Telegram, they have a very passionate, welcoming community. They're not a bunch of what bags. And they answer any questions you have. They kind of run it like a mom and pop type of business, if you will. But everybody that you come across has a very like a good restaurant background. Like they've either have like ran a business, like an actual restaurant, or they're a chef, or they just anything like that. And if anything, you like the passion that they bring and so on. I don't know why not enough people know about this. Maybe because when they went from V1 to V2, they lost some momentum. But again, technically speaking, when you go from a V1 to a V2, that price is just, you're losing your what. I mean, how about this? Luna 1. I covered Luna 1 when I was just MaximusCrypto before I came over to Crypto Talk Now with Larry, right? I covered Luna 1, and it's like, I mentioned the whole thing with the pre-sale and so on. That thing is like what, like a penny, not even 2 cents, something like that. just lost a lot of headway. Lots of projects did, but this one, it didn't. That's why I mentioned it to you guys. So again, it's not me trying to twist anybody's arm to get into this. I am excited to hear what Chad, the COO of Devour, has to share with us and so on Monday. So again, I'm just kind of showing you guys this and so on. DevourPay.io. They're working on an app and so on. It's bringing that like a utility token, if you will, to restaurants. When we had Chad on the show before, you can go way back if you want. He mentioned specifically like the NFTs, being able to like take an NFT and apply it towards the particular restaurant that's part of the Devour group of restaurants, if you will, and then maybe like using that for like a 20% discount or whatever the case be at various different restaurants. Again, tokenizing NFTs or tokenizing restaurants. I mean, they even used to be called the restaurants token on here when they were the V1. So
well,
hopefully that answers your question.
Let me just kind of bring this together for Devour token. So here's my thoughts without digging too deep into it. I do like Chad. I think he's a great guy. He came on here, and I'm looking forward to seeing him Monday. So here's my thoughts. Let's compare Devour to Volt. So here's my thoughts. Devour has got a great concept. I think that they do have a use case. I think that they can survive in the space. I think they can thrive. The problem is, okay, so here's the good thing. They've got a lot of people, a lot of brains, a lot of experience in the restaurant industry. That's a good thing because that's what they're catered to. I think that they might be a little bit light in terms of the crypto side of things, because if you compare them to somebody like Volt that has 100 exchanges, you can see that Devour has, just Uniswap. So maybe if they figure out a way to partner, or they start to get some more crypto guys involved in the tent, so to speak, in Telegram, or part of the development team, if somebody reaches out to them and says, hey, look, I have experience getting projects on exchanges. But I want to mention that to Chad as my feedback or advice to him, and saying, look, let's get some more exposure for you guys in terms of more access to investors. And the way you do that is to get listed on more centralized and decentralized exchanges. So I think that would be very helpful, because they do, in my opinion, have a good thing going. I just think they just need more exposure. They need more marketing exposure, and they need more exposure on exchanges. And I think, to me, it's a no-brainer to talk to them about that. Let's say hello to a few people in here, because we would be remiss if we did not do so. Now, Marcur, MARCUR 80. Any opinion on Digibyte, DGB? By the way, thank you so much for being here. I have not seen you here before.
Do you have an opinion? I have an opinion.
I do not have an opinion. I'm not familiar with Digibyte, but do you have an opinion on it, Max?
Yeah, they've been around for a very long time. We're talking multiple years. I think even, dating back to 2018, maybe even before that, if I'm not mistaken. They are their own blockchain. I'll say this much: if you want to, get in more into it, if you haven't done so already, you want a content creator that covers literally quite often. At least he used to. I don't know now. Mike the Investor, shout out to him. He covers Digibyte quite often. Again, I don't know if he does now, but man, in 2021, he definitely was, like, a lot. My thoughts basically are like this, right? So in a bull run, it seems like it will do pretty decently. How do we know that? Well, in the 2021 market, it fared pretty well, right? Like, especially roughly, I think it was the beginning of that particular year, also maybe around that May time and so on. But at these particular prices, I think it's like under a penny. Let me just double check real quick. I'm actually going to type that particular one in.
Okay,
Digibyte. Cool. I believe it might be under a penny. Yeah, it's well below a penny. This is one that's been actually on my radar for a while. It's been on my watch list for a while. I'm glad that somebody actually finally brought it up. Let me pull it up. So here it is. It's ranked 149, right? They do have a verified market cap of $121.5 million, 14% up in the volume, 2.3 million. Here's something I want to show you guys. So again, they've been around for a very, very long time. Okay, I was wrong. Not even 2018. They've been around since 2014. The prices that you see now, or is one that you're trading sideways for like the longest time, not much going on. So if anything, okay, so this is 1-0 less than what it is right now. But What's significant is 2017, you saw it go up to 5 cents. What's
Mm.
also significant is in 2018, you saw it go up to 11.5 cents. Then also 2021, like I mentioned, like roughly, the beginning, let's face it, we're
14 cents.
middle part, 14
Yeah.
cents. So it's not bad. I'm looking for the perspective of, like, when I originally got into Dogecoin, I got into it at a penny, put 300 into it, got it, turn 300 into 22K. And I'm looking at this from the perspective of, this is well under a penny, and I may just pick up some of this because, if anything, their own blockchain, they do have, for instance, utility and so on. Research it more for yourself, but in a bull run, this could actually do some decent things. And if anything, also check out their Twitter page. I'll pull that up right now. They also have a Medium if you want to look at some archived information. So if you want to know some of the specifics, like I mentioned, it says the faster, longest, most secure, and truly decentralized blockchain combo in the world, 40 times faster than Bitcoin, which is not really saying much, no offense. 8 years old and battle hardened, right? But it gives you updates and so on. They have this particular tweet from November 30th. And then they have this one from 8 hours ago. So, like, they still try to stay active with the community. And I guess this is from the devs and so on. But I mean, look at this, man. I mean, 238,000 followers. This is not some fly by night new project with no utility and so on. Again, as you guys know, there's some that really stand out when it comes to the bull market. You may want to consider adding this to your portfolio. Not financial advice, but thank you for sharing it.
Thank you for bringing that up, Marcour80. Thank you so much. And I will double check and take a look into it myself. There's just so many great things to look into. As you can see, it was at 14 cents. And it's, if you believe in it, it's on a big sale right now. Steve the Canadian. Oh, hey, Larry and Max. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome back.
Good to see you, Steve. Yeah, good to see people north of the border, eh?
I'll tell you what, he's a sandwich connoisseur. Saying hello to everybody. Brian Dowie saying hello to him. Tim Shea, of course. Let's see. Steve the Canadian. I hope everyone's having a great night. We are having a good night. Cowboy Calvin is back. How about that? Interesting discussion on Devour. Looking forward to Monday's discussion. Thank you for your support, Calvin. Cowboy Calvin is here.
Yeah, thank you. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, Chad's a good guy. We had a great discussion last time he came in, and so on. This guy is not going to come across as like some of the stereotypical ones that you've seen from other, I don't know. Let's face it. You guys know what I'm talking about. There's just guys that are real shady, to say the least. This is not a rug pull or anything like that. This is a passionate team that has, in my opinion, a low market cap gem. Yeah, they don't have the volume that you're looking for, but they have, gotten like millions of volume before in the past and so on. But again, my main thing was this. I'll just leave with this. All right. I can honestly say that I am in the green or in the black, right? I'm not at a loss. A V1 to a V2 in a bear market, not at a loss. I don't know what to say, man. When I saw that, I was like, Larry, these guys did well. For me not to be at a loss in this bear market with a V1 to V2, that says it all. I was like, that alone makes me want to invite them back. And that's what I did. I reached out to them and I said, hey, great job on this. And I saw some recent things that they posted and whatnot, the things they're working on. They had a conference, I don't know if it was a Twitter space. But anyway, it was with Telegram. And they were talking about some of the new things that they're launching and whatnot. And I think, if anything, we saw some price reflection. There was a pump with Devour that happened basically last week. And these are good signals, to say the least. It's a very, very low market cap one out there. And I'm not joking. I'm looking to get a second bag of it. I believed in it originally when they first came on. I still believe in it right now. I'm
going to read this next comment like it's a short. This one's from Louis. Lou Space Biggie. LCX will do great things. You want to comment on LCX, Max? I know you did a video on it. You did 1 or 2 videos on it.
I think I do great things too. And it's one of those ones that stand out in my top 10 actually as we speak. It might be actually right at number 10. I feel as though they're a quality exchange. That's the main thing I want people to understand. And then, many months ago, I think it was maybe Crypto Mike and some other people were mentioning, like, Max, this thing's going to become a bank. You guys are absolutely right. they're looking to do just that. An exchange that is becoming a bank. And then, for instance, where they're headquartered in Liechtenstein, there's so much history behind that particular country. Dates back to medieval times. I think only about 37,000 people live in the whole country. Yeah, it's a country. Medieval castles, you name it. Very pro crypto country, if you will. And then, for instance, we covered the whole thing with Leo X being the first QRC20 token that came from Quant to be available on LCX. Check out that particular video. You can't just go straight to LCX and get it, though. You have to kind of take a backdoor approach, if you will, because it's kind of like a pre-sale, but not officially called that, but it has all that feel. But yeah, LCX will do great things. I agree with you 100%, Louis X, and especially looking forward to the bull run. I think that's something that people should have in their portfolio. Not financial advice, but that's how I personally feel.
Thank you, Louis. Thank you, Louis. Tim Shea. That's cool, Max, that you were in profit for the last 8 months on Devour. Something must be going well.
That's what I wanted to point out. I was saying to Larry, I said, we don't want this to just be ISO talk now, which, don't get me wrong, we really appreciate. Like, we have to have it. I said to Larry, we got to have an identity. I think we do now. But, I think you guys also appreciate the whole idea of maybe finding some of these low market cap gems, because let's face it, you realize the upside potential. Hence, that's why you get into some of these particular ones. And, Devour to me stands out. I don't think it's a crap token, and they have, or at least trying to get real solid utility with what they're doing with Web3, and literally just that with restaurants, like the whole thing with the NFTs and the coupons, or whatever you want to call it. Shall get more into it and so on. Looking forward to hearing some of these updates. I'm sure he's going to have a whole whopping list of some of this. It's going to be a great conversation. If anything, guys, bring the questions, because he'll appreciate that, we'll appreciate it, and so on. And it's going to be a great show on Monday. This coming up next Monday. Yep.
Crypto God. OG coin, he says. You familiar with OG coin?
I'm not familiar with OG. When I think OG, I'm thinking original gangster.
Me too. The OGs are in the house. Cowboy Calvin. Hi, Tim. Hope all is well. Looking forward to a happy new year. Yes, happy new year to everybody out there. Hope you guys had a Merry Christmas during this Christmas season. Hit the like button if you would. We have 28 beautiful people in here. Marcour 80 says, thank you guys. Thank you so much for being here again.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Shaman says, saying hello to everybody. Tim Shea, Calvin, definitely ready for the new year. Hope all is well. Here's somebody new. Russell C. DGB. Perfect time to accumulate. Very secure blockchain.
He's right about
Russell
that.
C before?
No, I haven't. Russell C, thank you. I'd like to welcome you. If anything, that's 2 people now that are, are letting us know about DigiByte and so on, guys. I know about DigiByte for a while. It's just, it wasn't something that I saw like a lot of things going on and whatnot. But yes, I have fully recognized a long time ago, long before he joined up at Crypto Talk Now and so on, that DigiByte was one that I was considering for the longest time, adding to my portfolio. Well under a penny. I think I don't know if it's a complete steal, but if you look at it from a long-term perspective going into the bull market, yeah, it would definitely be a steal. As far as swing trading, I'll be honest and blunt with you guys. You know how I am. Try to be transparent when it comes to that. Swing trading, I just don't swing trade it, because you're going to be very disappointed. But long-term in a bull run, watch out for it. It could do very, very well. And just have the attitude, don't put everything into it unless you're like fully convicted. I don't know. Maybe with that recent interview that was posted 8 hours ago, maybe they got something going on. If anything, maybe I should try to watch that for myself. But if you know something, Russell C, that we don't know about, like that recently happened that would cause this thing to go to the moon or something like that, by all means, share that. We would like to know. But yeah, it's very solid. I mean, come on, man. It's been around since 2014. Over 230,000 people follow on Twitter and so on, and they're active. Those are very good indicators.
Oh, and we do want to thank you again, Russell C, for being here. If you would consider changing your avatar to something that speaks of yourself so that we get to know you better. And if you're not familiar with our show, anybody watching, we are here every single night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Crypto Talk Now live. Sometimes it's with Max and Larry. Sometimes it's with just Max. Sometimes it's with just Larry. Sometimes it's with a bunch of guys. But yeah, we are grateful that you're here. Everybody here and the OGs that are in the house. Crypto McDizzle, hoping these 40,000 to 100,000-ish market cap stuff I'm buying takes off. He's buying a bunch of them. Calvin.
Mike, I'll say this much, man. I know you watch this a lot. try to come for the Monday show next week, because I'm just saying, I personally feel as though Devour is a lot more people who are into some of these various low market cap ones like yourself. If you're into those, get with one that has a real solid like utility, if you will, with what they're trying to accomplish. I don't recommend a lot of projects, but this is one that I'm personally in. I'm not just saying that. I have been for like 8+ months, and I was just blown away that I double checked my portfolio literally like a week ago. I was like, oh my God, I'm actually up on this thing, and it's a V2. Are you kidding? Can you guys hold this? Anybody in the comments? I would like to know. This is not me trying to brag. Can you honestly say that you went from a V1 to a V2 in anything out there in 2022 in which you're up right now? That's not me trying to brag. I would like to know. That's why I'm personally sharing this with you guys. And that's why I invited Chad from Devour to come on, because I was just like, if they're doing this now in this bear market, watch out for the bull market. This thing is going to surprise some people.
The commissioner of crypto, Tim Shea, says, Mike, if one or two of those start to take off, you're going to be all set. So yeah, Crypto McDizzle. Yeah, I got 50 to 100 bucks on about 50 of them. I'm probably invested in 200 different cryptos, low caps. Crypto McDizzle XEC is a question mark on that one. XEC is asking about Tim Shea, 200, dude. I thought I had too many. Crypto McDizzle, I'm on like 7 exchanges. Bitmark and Mech. I got a lot of super low cappers.
They do. I have a lot of crap coins on Bitmark, man.
Cowboy Calvin, to be clear, I am not a Cowboys fan. Oh, I just like throwing the Cowboy in there because your name starts with a C. But yes, he's not a Cowboys fan. All right, well, thank you for the clarification. Coochie Boy, Big Mike, you are certainly diversified. Bitmark, generally get the newly developed tokens first. Yes, LBank and Bitmark get those new ones. Russell C, LCX, most regulated exchange, AI project, tokenizing, real estate, and diamonds.
Yep. And even, how about this? Watches, Rolex watches for Leo X.
Interesting stuff. Tim Shea, GBEX, very similar to LCX. Yeah, that's the one that Cool Cat Crypto mentions a lot, GBEX. He wants to know, is GBEX an ISO 222? I think they're on the list, but they're not quite approved yet. Is that what's happening with GBEX?
Well, the thing is with GBEX, it's a token from XDC, and XDC is ISO 222. So,
oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. That's what it is. All right. Thank you for that clarification, Max. All right. So Salamander Space dropping a bunch of good comments here, keeping the algorithm happy. Russell C says APL Apollo equals Knoxwire cross-border payments, third largest cross-border payment vendor.
I got a breaking news update. Comes straight from KuCoin to my phone. It states Luna Classic has become the most traded coin in the past hour at a current price of 0.3016893. Interesting.
Oh, cool stuff. XDC Titan is here. Welcome, XDC Titan. I have not seen you before. He loves GBEX too. I also thought it reminded me of LCX. I had both. So it's XDC in parentheses. I love GBX too. Titan. All right. So he loves GBX. All right. Thank you for the comments. Steve the Canadian. Everyone with Shinja. Shinja are millionaires. Oh, for the V2 conversion. Hey, here's an old friend. Glad that you've come back and to see us. Edward Vincent is here. Family member here, brother. Heck yeah. Nice sweater, Sir Larry. What's up, Sir Max? Yes, it's a beautiful day in the CTN neighborhood. A beautiful day in the CTN neighborhood. Would you be my neighbor? Won't you be? Could you be? Won't you be my neighbor?
That or the Olsen twins are coming over later.
Well, you know, I didn't want to tell my mom. Well, my mom probably likes Mr. Rogers. She's old enough to remember Mr. Rogers.
Hey, Larry, for real, put this Mr. Rogers aside. It's a nice look. It looks neat. It looks clean. It looks warm, and it looks good on you, man. For real.
We should clip that and send it to my mom.
What I said?
Yes, because my mom bought it for me for Christmas.
You don't like it?
No, I like it. I do like it. I'm just saying that you said some nice things about it. So.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah. All right. What's up, Edward? Edward is back. What's up? I say in the Brian Dowie. And hey, how about not the wild side, but Wayne side is here? How about that? Wayne side is back in the house. How about that?
Well, good to see you, Wayne. We actually have two Waynes in the house.
Wayne's World.
Technically, was it Mike Cornwell as well? Anyway.
Wayne's World is here. All right. So thank you. Do you have another news segment? We've got 29 people here. Guys, if you hadn't hit the like button, please do so. Appreciate the support. Edward Vincent, I'm glad to see a brother come back to the channel. We got Michael Cornwell, Edward Vincent. All the OGs of OGs are back. Steve the Canadian made an appearance here. Brian Dowie is always here. Tim Shea, XDC Titan, Russell C. Salamander and Space, XDC Commander. A bunch of guys are here. Calvin is here. Cowboy Calvin. He's not a Cowboys fan. Crypto God is here. Louis is here. A bunch of people are here. But thank you all for being here. These are the recent comments. We're at 30 people. Max, you want to keep going? I'm having a good time. Hope you're having a good time. XDC. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Tim Shea is saying, Larry, first thing I noticed was your sweater. Thought you were showing off a Christmas gift. Yes, it's a Christmas gift from my mom. XDC Tiding loading up on LCX ALBT. That's one of mine that I like. And XDC stupid cheap right now. It is not.
I agree.
Cheap, stupid cheap.
All those are stupid cheaper. Yeah, absolutely. I'm with you, XDC Titan. Thank you for joining us. I never seen you actually here before. You have a very cool avatar, by the way. And if anything, we appreciate the comments and so on. So any questions and whatnot you have, go ahead and drop them. And guys, let's give XDC Titan the warm CTN welcome. We hope that you will continue to drop on by and watch our live shows, or, for instance, check out our recorded content. We put out recorded videos every single day. Even Larry puts out shorts every day. So we always have something to bring the community out there.
Let me tell you this right here. Clint, don't call me Clint Eastwood, but Clint Torres is in the house. Put your hands together for Clint Torres. I have not seen you here before. Have you seen Clint Torres before, Max?
That's a funny name, but if your name really is that, I apologize. But nonetheless, Clint, no, I haven't seen you before. Welcome. Thank you for being here. There's a guy I'd like to introduce you to. His name is Mike Cornwell. And if anything, I think you guys will hit it off really, really well. You guys probably have the same type of humor, and there's nothing wrong with that. So shout out to Mike Cornwell. Mike, I'd like to introduce you to Clint Torres.
Thank you so much. Tim Shea, XDC Titan, love that ALBT, baby. I added the baby in there. Brian Dowie, thought you might have had a date tonight with the Rock Lady, Larry. No, I just want to clarify this, that I have never been on a date with Lisa, the Rock Lady. I have never been on a date with her. And if I was going on a date with her, I would not be wearing my Mr. Rogers cashmere sweater. Sorry, Mom. But XDC Titan. But I don't want to go on a date with her. No, I'm happily in a relationship right now. Glad to be here. XDC Titan, Clint Torres, Mr. Rogers, and Ice Cube is here. You do look a little bit like Ice Cube with the P hat on there. I want to just say this. It looks like that you've rubbed off on you a little bit, because now you've got your favorite hat on, and you're wearing it like show after show. You know what? That might have actually triggered the bull run for the CTN network with the P hat.
Nah, I'm a big fan of the Portland Trail Blazers, and also this is Portland trying to get a Major League Baseball team. On the back, it literally says the Portland Diamond Project, because they're really trying to bring Major League Baseball to Portland. And I thought, hey, that's cool. They did an old English P, and like I mentioned, ever since the time I was a little boy, I wanted Portland to get a Major League Baseball team. So I think it's going to happen, and if anything, maybe within the next 5 to 10 years or something.
How about that, Cowboy Calvin? What say you, Clint Torres? And here's somebody new, Mr. Lurver Thang. Is that how you say it?
No,
Thang, Love Thang, Lurver Thang. The Patches is coughing. Is that how you say it? Hi guys, I just found your channel. What do you guys think of Scar?
I have no thoughts on Scar. I don't know what Scar is. There's 22,000 crypto projects. I haven't heard of that one.
Let me just tell you. Why don't you do like a Tony Montana thing for that one? Because Scarface,
Yeah. Okay, man. Let me tell you what I think about Scar. All right. Let me tell you something. If I was to take off my hat right now, you will see all the scars on the back of my head. Why? Because my dad says I have a very fat head and that I have a bunch of scars. But I tell him it's the creases in the back of my neck, man. And if anything, this guy right here, named Larry, He gonna tell you about all the dog crap he knows out in the world, eh? So if anything, invest into the utility, man. And shout out to Daniel Delgado, who probably talks like this and watches the Scarface all the time. So don't invest in a rug pool, huh? All right.
Thank you to M. Lurfang. Yeah, thank you for being here. And it's me you're looking for, Crypto McDizzle. Hello, it's actually him. Russell C. What are your top 5 low cap gems?
For me, it's ALBT, LCX. I mean, technically speaking, I kind of want to say XDC, but that's not really too low cap. I might even throw Devour into that mix, believe it or not. Yeah. I think that's about 4 I mentioned. I don't know if I could do a fifth one. How about you, Larry?
I'm gonna say I the one that just strikes me is ALBT because it's around $10 million. I don't know. You know what? It depends on what your definition. I'm gonna get out of this one. It depends on what your definition of low cap is, right? Because I could say XDC, but some people might be like, well, that's not a low cap. So I can only just do one ALBT, right?
Yeah, but I mean LCX is also very low cap.
XDC?
Casper, you just covered Casper. Casper's technically
Casper, but it
cap,
still has what? Casper has what? Almost a $300 million market cap.
How about this? Like, what do you guys mean? You're saying like low cap compared to like some other ones, like some of the top 100? Here's the thing. When I mentioned Devour, I mean that's extremely low market cap. So, are you talking about anything from like $1 million market cap, or you got to have a little more clarification on that. So,
yeah. Please let us know what you consider low cap, because it could be like the ones that Crypto Mike is investing in, which are like $40,000, $100,000 market caps. Those are micro caps, right? So yeah, Brian Dowie says, Carly Crypto. No, Carly and I don't communicate anymore. So that's not going on either. But yeah, no more Carly Crypto since September. Coin on Crypto. Great show, guys. Thank you so much. Coin on. The coin is on Crypto. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I'm showing you my gratitude remote that has nothing written with gratitude on it. But yeah, see that? Like I'm gonna sword fight you through the screen, Larry. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen Coin on Crypto before?
No, I like hey, Coin on Crypto. You got a cool looking avatar for one. But yeah, thank you for the compliment. Do appreciate it. And we hope that we'll continue to maybe be a place you regularly go to, whether it's for recorded or live. But yeah, that you have a brain. It kind of reminds me of Krang. Remember Krang from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Yeah. Yeah,
it looks really cool. So M. Lurfang. I am bullish on Scar, man. I can't do the Tony Montana. And Meto. Check out these low cap gems. Oh, you know who's watching that's would be interested in that would be Crypto for Sizzle My Nizzle McDizzle. Oh, he loves these low cap.
You forgot the for show. Yeah.
For show.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look into that, but I don't know. I can't really do the Tony Montana perfect. Like I used to do it pretty well. It depends, you know what I mean? Like you're gonna do young Al Pacino or old Al Pacino, it's like, you know what a pig is, or I can't remember what it is. Anyway,
how about
you know what a hush is? That's a pig that don't fly straight. Anyway.
Well, we haven't heard from a dead president in a long time. We did hear from Arnold Schwarzenegger the other day. We haven't heard from Mrs. Doubtfire. There's a bunch of people that have to come in here.
Well, if it was Mrs. Doubtfire, it would be for Meta Monkey, and she'd be like, "Oh, you wicked, wicked monkey! Hello, my dear. My name is Euphigenia Doubtfire, dear. I specialize with, never mind. I'm not gonna do
crypto technology." Crypto McDizzle, Bitcoin Pay is a super low cap. I'm going deep. I don't want to say it. I'm going deep pockets on. All right. Russell C. How do you like MNW, Morpheus, Network, Supply Chain?
It looks really impressive. It reminds me of, for instance, like, the concept of VET, right? But, if anything, like maybe does better in a bull market compared to VET, because VET didn't really do that well in a bull market. They had some moments, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if VET crashes to a penny, because let's face it, it did lose support at 2 cents. So if it crashed to a penny, I might look at like how I'm looking at Digibyte, right? Like it just kind of makes sense that you pick up some of this because eventually it will hit these crazy pumps. So it is what it is.
I had to Google this name. Larry is no, Larry is not going with Ava Savagu. I actually Googled it because I was worried that it would be someone like Caroline. But it's not. It's actually her. But no, I am not involved with Ava.
My
Yeah.
God, that is nice.
So, all right, yeah. Tim Shea, hey, coin on XDC Titan just subscribed and liked. Great chat, guys. Thank you so much. Can we not get excited?
Thank you, XDC Titan.
Couch? Does it sound like a real couch to you? Can you hear the knocking?
You're knocking on wood.
Knocking on my wall. Yes.
That doesn't sound good either.
Mr. Lerthang. Check it out. Very interesting. XDC, right, baby. There's a low cap gem for you. Crypto McDizzle. Max. Brian Dowie's laughing.
Oh,
it's Lerthang, bro. All right. Crypto McDizzle. We're talking 100K.
You gotta say it right, Larry. You gotta go back up to the other one. Go back up. Hey, you gotta say it like it's Lerthang, bruh. Like, you guys get on camera and freaking do your crypto talk now thing, bruh. It's Lerthang, man. Get with the picture. Cha.
Thank you for that. We're talking 100K or less. Max is hot. He's hot for LCX.
I am. And, and the prices just make sense. So, yeah.
Hey, there's one that that's a good one. Coin on says Volt Eno. I forgot
that's
about
true.
that.
I forgot to mention. I'm sorry.
Here's one for you.
Yeah, that's true. And, I mean, I'm looking to get second bag of Volt because I look at, from the community perspective. It's like if you got into Elon Doge and recognize that community, you're not going to recognize, for instance, Volt. I mean, I'll just leave it at that.
Yes. Russell C. under 25 million. Tim Shea. Mike, you keep talking about that one. I almost threw some of it. I almost threw some money on it the other day. No, that was the BTC pay. Crypto McDizzle. Go look up their website and what it's used for. XDC Titan is here. Quant Stamp seems like a pretty promising low cap. Quant Stamp.
Don't know about that one.
M. Lerthang. LCX. DAG. METO. Meto. Scar. And GQ, baby, are mine.
Nice. Yeah, LCX Constellation DAG. I'm not looking to get into the DAG. I want to, you know what, Larry, I probably will do a deep dive for everybody into DAG. Really, really impressed with DAG. It's not officially an ISO, but you can't throw them in that group of the tokens. Kind of like, for instance, ALBT is technically not an ISO. But I've been very, very impressed with Constellation DAG. That the whole Air Force connection is very, very impressive. And it definitely is one that, at these prices, it's like I'm gonna, try to get into that as well. But again, it's just there's so many on my short list. I want to put a lot of focus, for instance, on my top 4, top 5, Quant, XRP, XLM, XDC, and so on. But some of these other ones, where it comes to like 7, 8, 9, 10 in that ranking. Algorand. I mean, Algorand's like 17 cents right now. If it drops to 15 cents, I'm even that much more bullish. But don't sleep on some of these ones that have crashed in price. If anything, recognize it. That's what I'm doing. But teach his own. Not financial advice, but that's what I'm doing.
Coin on crypto, 100%. Thanks, guys. Crypto McDizzle, who snorted their gratitude rock? Yo, laugh out loud. Tim Shea, Mike, check it out. Daniel, don't call me Carlos Delgado. Oh,
yeah.
Cran from TMN.
Krang. Yes. Remember, you have that guy and he's all dressed up. He's a big old buffed, I hate to say this, but white guy, right? Big old buff white guy. He's walking around. Yeah, he's gonna beat the crap out of some Ninja Turtles. And then Krang, remember, is in his belly. He's got the brain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crypto McDizzle. It went from $70 to 0.005 in a few months, but only has 21 million. So I think it's solid till it matched the number that Bitcoin has. And it's interesting. It was $70 all the way down to that, a fraction of a penny.
I'm still, yeah, I know it's crazy. I'm still waiting for Crypto McDizzle for Shizzle Manizzle for show to basically say, you know what? You got to pull a Bill Rye. You got to be like, F it. Let's do it live. And he decides, you know what? I'm going all in on Bitcoin Pay, and I'm going to buy up the whole supply for myself. I'm going to be the only blue whale in the ocean of Bitcoin Pay. He just buys the whole thing. You could buy all of it unless there's a limit. But last I saw, you could literally buy the whole thing, Larry, for like 20 grand. You could own all of it. And
he's going to buy it all.
You could if you wanted
to. Buy it
all. Yeah, Mike. You know, I bet Mike. I know.
Oh, did we lose you?
No.
Oh, it's my screen is frozen. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Daniel, don't call me Carlos Delgado. That's a good one. Crypto McDizzle. It don't have a confirmed market cap, but only 21 million supply. But Bitmark claims only 1 million in circulation. I don't know.
That's weird.
That is weird. Russell C. Bitcoin Pay has 1 million circulation. That's like nothing. He's going to buy the whole supply.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, anybody could. You could buy. I mean, unless there's a limit. Maybe there's a limit. But even then, what do we know when they try to put limits on things, especially on some of these low market cap tokens that, you know, we've seen a few of those, quite a few of them, right? You have the devs, they'll be like, well, we're going to put limit orders, not limit orders. We're going to put limits on like how many you can have due to, you know, whale manipulation and so on. What does a person do? They just go out and get a different wallet, or they act like, you know, a different identity or whatever. I mean, come on, man. There's probably not that much strict, you know, KYC for that. I mean, I could be wrong.
Tim Shea says, come on, Larry, what's wrong with Ava? Well, I don't know if there's anything wrong with her, but I already have,
Holy cow, man.
I'm already happy. I already have I have a beautiful girlfriend, so I'm happy. So I don't need to look at anything like that. But yeah.
Have you ever seen 8 Mile? When I see something like that, when, you know, basically our XRP takes off and goes to the moon and become like multimillionaires and billionaires. Let's quote this one guy from the movie 8 Mile. And when that happens, bring it back up this screen. Bring back up that screen.
All right, hold on. Let me just bring it up. Okay, there you go.
So when XRP goes to the moon, and if we're still, some of us are single or divorced or whatever, when XRP and Quant go to the moon, then with that said, we're going to meet up with some of these ladies and we're going to get all the, all right. Yep. All of them.
I'll save that. You can have her, Max. I'm happy where I am.
I know it's a joke.
Yeah,
if
no.
If you ever seen that movie, if you ever seen 8 Mile, that's one of the characters. He's like, "We're gonna get all the." Never mind. I know it's family friendly.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Russell C. Bitcoin Pay has had a $40 all-time high. All right, thank you for the clarification. I have 55,000 Bitcoin Pay. How about that?
All I got to say is April Cornwell must just absolutely love you to death. I mean, she's just probably like everything. You know what, Mike? You know what you believe in. You researched all this crap. We're going to have generational wealth. I hope your kids love you forever, and your kids' kids love you forever.
I love the way you call his perspective investments crap. You research all this crap.
Well, you know what I mean? It's not crap. You get what I'm saying. Some of it's crap.
Funny the way you said
some of it is crap.
Well, as he's playing the percentages, he only needs a few of them. It's like a lottery scratch off.
Hey, I'm invested.
A few of them to hit.
I'm invested some crap too. So come on.
This is the reason why Gary Gensler is calling it a casino for the crypto industry. But it's funny stuff. All right. M. Lerv Fang. Bruh. You violating me. Allow it. How about this? Brittany is back. Brittany is here. Happy Tuesday to everybody.
Hey, Brittany. Sorry I got your sweater or hoodie wrong. I didn't know it said pink. I thought it said like New York backwards or something.
Pink is Victoria's Secrets.
That's not a Victoria's Secret hoodie.
Is it?
That'd be kind of weird. Why would it be a Victoria's? Think about that. A Victoria's Secret hoodie. You know what I mean?
It's too much clothing, right?
No, that's like an oxymoron to a sense.
Yeah.
Come on down to Victoria's Secret, where we're going to sell you on our latest edition of hoodies. What? I don't want a hoodie for my girlfriend or wife or whatever. You know, why don't I just go in there and order a poncho to go over her body? I mean, that don't make no sense.
Well, they can't always wear lingerie. They have to be comfy and cozy. They got to wear like sweatpants and sweatshirts and hoodies.
Nah, man, I'm not thinking of that. I mean, poncho, that Rosie O'Donnell or something, not that chick that you just showed up on the other screen.
Oh, but you know, Patches is having a dream. He's rocking back and forth. Patches, wake up. Patches. Oh, I don't know what he's sleeping. All right. So, M. Lurfang, I'm from across the pond. Nord London is in the house. Thank you so much.
Well, I'm glad you did my British accent earlier because I don't want to offend anybody. Anyway,
go ahead, do it.
No.
Like,
no, if I get if he's okay with it, then I'll do it. How about that? All right.
XDC Titan. Really think PLI on the XDC network. PLI on the XDC network could be huge. Huge. They are talking, it's a fork of Chainlink. How about that one?
That is interesting.
Big watch, dude. It's not bruh. I believe it's bruv. Like they pronounce it in the UK. I don't know how they pronounce it.
I don't know. That'd be weird, you know?
Hello, bro. Hello, Larry. Welcome to Crypto Talk now, you bloody bloke. You freaking dog Patches that sits there next to a fake green screen of a freaking brick wall.
Welcome, Love Fang. Lurfang. Fang. Russell C. running 2 nodes on DAG. How about that? Data is the new oil.
So you probably not even saying that right either.
Running 2 nodes on a day. Data is the new bloody oil.
You know, there you go.
Thank you at Crypto McDizzle. XDC Titan, wondering everyone's thoughts on X. No, I'm strike that. Wondering everyone's thoughts on VXV, baby. Is it dead or worth still buying?
I have no idea what VXV is, to be honest. I mean, I've been in crypto for a little over 2 years. Never heard of that particular one. Sorry.
Coochie boy, laugh out loud. Then he will have to sell it to make money back off it. Laugh out loud. Hey, Brittany. Not to be confused with Britney Spears, but the CTN Britney. M. Lurfang. When XRP goes to the moon, it's going to be wife changing money. Yes, those wives. If your wife is watching, tell her not to watch. But if you have a wife that you're not happy with, or a girlfriend, perhaps, you will be able to change. You'll be able to upgrade. Let's just put it that way. But, you know, just cover your wife's ears. Tell her to go into the kitchen or something or watch TV. And yes, but you will be able to upgrade. You will have wife changing money.
And then you're going to get all the... Never mind.
Tim Shea, he is going by Oklahoma. He's going to go by the state of Oklahoma? It is. Brittany is saying it is. Abdi Omar. Hey, Max, last question. If a person, say I make $2.5 million in profit, 2021 September of Quant, how much are we going to say he had of Quant? This sounds like a math word problem. I'm already lost.
My thing is, I would have to find, okay. So if you made $2.5 million of profit in Quant, how much are you going to say that you had in Quant? I mean, oh man, I would have to find out the value of Quant back in September 2021. Oh, though, at that point, it was like $300 to $400 a Quant. So I don't know. That's just, I had to go back to that date, and then I had to do a bunch of maths, and it
sounds like a problem for Mike Cornwell, like a math problem.
Yeah.
All right, Brittany is laughing. Brittany, stop laughing. This is a serious crypto show. We're trying to talk about charts and graphs. M. Lerf Fang. I am looking for that low cap gem, solid project that will moon. I am talking wife changing pump.
You must be separated from your wife. That's all I have to say.
Hates his wife.
Or she's not watching or something.
I hope your wife is not watching. She's not watching, apparently. All right. Tim Shea is laughing. Crypto McDizzle. I do buy crap, but I have gold bags and crap bags. If not for ISO coins eventually taking off, I'll probably do better. Everything I'm in, crap coins are 100 to 1,000x plus back to all-time highs. Well, we got to start.
Yeah. Well, he knows it didn't mean anything bad.
Doing.
He knows it didn't mean that's a bad. I'm just saying, generally speaking, when I say, people say like, hey man, what crap are you invested? Like, I don't know. You get what I'm saying? It's just like a figuratively speaking, like.
No, it's
how the crap are you, Larry? It's just like.
It works though. It works. I mean, it's a vehicle for making money. M. Lurthang. Guys, stop it with that.
See, I knew it. I knew somebody wouldn't like it.
All right. Amler thing. Vector AI. That's what it is. Vector AI VXV, baby. Big watch dude. It's not weird. If you watch any British shows, they have people of color in them. You'll see they use the word bruv, or I don't know how to pronounce it.
I would have to. I have to believe you. I mean, you know, I don't know.
Russell C. VXV is an artificial intelligence token. I believe the team has changed. Telegram group says there might be some big announcements, but I haven't seen it yet. Here it is here. Vector Space AI. Ticker symbol. Oh, Mike Corwell will have to check it out. Ticker symbol VXV. XDC Titan. I'm going to keep the wife. Oh, good for you. He's got a happy marriage. She's the only one that can handle my crazy self and won't be after my XRP. Oh, she's not going to take your XRP. That's good. All right. Crypto McDizzle, wife changing event. Laugh out loud. I'm sticking with mine. We're going to be rich together, yo. Oh, look at that. April, you can listen. She's listening right now. And she's like, oh, I love Mike. I love my husband, Mike. And Mike is saying, I love my husband. No, whoops.
As one
I
of the
love
kids,
my wife, April. They love each other. All right. So they're happy.
yeah,
They're going to be rich together.
they're happy. They're like looking at each other like, aw, and he's like, aw, and then one of the kids out of nowhere turns on this magic moment. You know what I mean? They plays the song anyway. Yeah,
And then they start eating gummies together.
that's probably happening as we speak.
Right. All right, Max. So, we're at the 2-hour mark. It's up to you. If you want to move forward, we can. If you want to wrap it up, we can. I'm down.
I got to wrap it up because I actually have
All right.
plans. But I also got to get some recorded videos out. And if I don't get them out, then I won't have plans later. So I do appreciate every single one of you guys who connected tonight. It's nice to see the numbers up 2 days in a row. That's really, really cool. Can't thank you guys enough. Be on the lookout for a really, really good quant video that should be out in the morning. And then on top of that, an XRP/XLM video, and then also an XDC update. So there you have it. Back to you, Larry.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to work with Max here. We're doing a great job. I think that everyone is excited. There's a lot of excited around our network again. We'll read this comment here. Daniel, don't call me Carlos Delgado. It's only a matter of time that they make state ID cards and passports on a secure NFT, maybe on Nexera. How about that? How about that news? You're right. And I didn't even think about, I did think about the IDs, but I wasn't really thinking too deeply about it. But you're right. NFTs could be used for passports and ID cards. And then Tim Shea, the commissioner of crypto, agrees with that as well. So thank you so much for joining us, everyone. We're going to be back again tomorrow. It's going to be a big show. Don't forget about tomorrow. Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Crypto Roundtable. Not just any roundtable, but the CTN Crypto Roundtable. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Be safe and enjoy the rest of your day, morning, evening. Take care.
Take care.